Looking for one box that powers your speakers, cleans up your rack, and actually sounds musical? In this 2025 Buyer's Guide to Integrated Amplifiers under $2,000, we measure real-world watts, noise floor, and dynamic headroom, then audit features like onboard DACs, phono stages, Bluetooth, HDMI ARC, pre-sub outs, and upgrade pads. From smart values around $720 to feature-packed contenders near $1,999, we'll rank what delivers the biggest grin per dollar and why. Plug in, press play, and let's crown a winner. Kicking off the list is the Quad Vena II, a compact integrated that proves you don't need four figures to sound refined. At $720, it brings classic British tuning, smooth, musical, never shouty, plus the connectivity most living rooms need. Power is honest and controlled. While it won't bully hard-to-drive towers, it makes sensible bookshelf speakers sing with tight bass and easy dynamics. Crucially, at $720, you're getting a quality DAC on board. Hook up a TV, streamer, or laptop and enjoy a clean, unfatiguing presentation. There's also a phono stage for vinyl and Bluetooth for quick playlists. Rare versatility for this price. Ergonomics feel premium. A silky volume pot, clear display, and compact remote keep you planted in the sweet spot. Around back, multiple analog digital inputs plus pre-outs, and a sub-out let you expand later without replacing your hub. Tonal balance is natural and non-fatiguing. Tuneful bass, open mids for vocals and guitars, and a refined treble that avoids edge. It's the play anything amp that encourages longer sessions. At $720, the Vena II is a stylish, plug-and-play centerpiece that punches above its tag. If you want real hi-fi manners, everyday convenience, and room to grow without crossing $1,000, the Quad Vena II is a brilliantly balanced start. Stepping into heavy-hitter territory, the NAD C399 is where one box starts to feel like a full system. At $1,999, you're paying for muscle, finesse, and a clear upgrade path. ND's hybrid digital amplification delivers clean, low-noise power with real grip, tight bass control, wide stable imaging, and dynamics that stay composed even when you lean on the volume. The headline at $1,999 is longevity. Thanks to NDC2 expansion, you can slot in BlueOS Direct Live to add high-res streaming, multi-room, and room correction that tames booming rooms and sharpens imaging. Translation: instead of replacing your amp later, you evolve it. Connectivity is future-proof, multiple analog and digital inputs. An phono stage, pre-outs and sub-out, plus HDMI ARC so your TV integrates without extra boxes. Two-way Bluetooth covers quick listening and headphones. The internal DAC is quietly excellent, neutral, detailed, and free of glare, so you can plug in a streamer or laptop and get grown-up sound immediately. Everyday use is painless. Legible display, solid remote, and with a BlueOS module, refined app control. The industrial design is purposeful and understated. No bling, just serious engineering. At $1,999, the C399 is the pragmatic audiophile's pick. Powerful, upgradable, and genuinely room-transforming with DAC. If you want a centerpiece that can anchor your system for years, this is the one to beat. If you want classic Class AB authority with modern convenience, Rotel's A14 MKII is the sweet spot. At $1,599, you're paying for real current delivery and a no-nonsense power supply built around Rotel's in-house toroidal transformer. Translation: tighter bass, cleaner transient attack, and a soundstage that stays organized when the mix gets busy. Tonal balance is honest and energetic. Bass is firm and textured, mids render vocals with presence, and treble is detailed without bite, so you get long, fatigue-free sessions. The timing has that toe-tapping momentum Rotel fans love, making rock, jazz, and orchestral swings feel vivid at everyday volumes. Connectivity covers real living rooms, multiple analog inputs including a phono stage for vinyl nights, optical and coaxial for TV streamers, plus USB for computer audio. The onboard DAC is clean and unforced, giving you grown-up digital without another box. Bluetooth handles quick playlists, while pre-outs and a sub-out let you expand with a power amp or low-end reinforcement later. Ergonomics are straightforward: crisp display, reassuring volume feel, and a sensible remote that keeps you parked in the sweet spot. The understated chassis looks purposeful, not flashy. At $1,599, the A14 MKII blends old-school muscle with today's features. If you need grip, clarity, and momentum in a single, reliable hub, this is the Just Play More Music upgrade in our roundup. If your speakers crave authority and refinement in one box, the CX-A81 is the grown-up choice. At $1,199, you're getting big rig sonics without the big rig footprint. A hefty toroidal power supply, high current Class AB output stage, and a voicing that balances muscle with detail. Bass arrives tight and textured, mids plays vocals naturally in the pocket, and treble has air without edge, so you can push volume and still listen for hours. Connectivity is where the $1,199 tag really earns its keep. You get multiple analog inputs including balanced XLR for low noise chain building, plus optical, coaxial, and USB for TV, streamers, and laptop audio. The onboard DAC is clean and revealing. Plug in a decent source and you'll hear separation, image stability, and micro detail that lesser amps smear. Wireless. High-quality Bluetooth handles quick playlists and guests with zero drama. For future growth, there are pre-outs and a dedicated sub-out, so adding a power amp or low-end reinforcement is plug-and-play. Day-to-day, it's frictionless. A clear front display, precise volume control, responsive remote, and a front headphone jack for late-night sessions. The chassis feels brick-solid and minimalist, designed to disappear once the music starts. At $1,199, the CX-A81 delivers grip, nuance, and real-world flexibility in one elegant package. If you want an integrated that wakes up your speakers and scales with better sources, this is the upgrade that makes everything you play sound more like itself. Our top spot goes to the NAD C368, a do-it-all integrated that sounds bigger and calmer than its price suggests. At $999, you get Indee's hybrid digital amplification delivering clean, high-current power. Bass arrives taut and controlled, mids land with body in focus, and treble stays open without glare. Imaging snaps into place at everyday volumes, then scales without strain when you lean on the dial. Features are dialed for modern living. Multiple analog inputs include an phono stage for vinyl nights, optical and coaxial digital handle TV and streamers. aptX Bluetooth covers instant playlists. Pre-outs and a dedicated sub-out make system growth painless, and the headphone stage is genuinely useful for late sessions. The ace up its sleeve at $999 is NDC modularity. Add a BlueOS module to unlock high-res streaming and multi-room control. Upgrade later instead of replacing the amp. Ergonomics are frictionless. A legible display, solid volume feel, sensible remote, and, with BlueOS, slick app control that keeps you in the chair. Sonically, the C368 walks the line between neutral and musical. It reveals detail without sounding clinical, preserves timing and drive, and flatters both great and merely good recordings. For under $1,000, the C368 balances power, poise, connectivity, and upgrade paths better than anything else on this list. An easy, long-term centerpiece. Under $2,000, the best integrated amps share the same DNA: clean power, low noise, smart connectivity, and ergonomics that disappear once the music starts. Pick by synergy, room, speakers, and taste. Want muscle and modern features? Aim higher on the list. Crave balance and upgrade paths? The value picks deliver big smiles per dollar. Which amp are you leaning toward? And what speakers are you pairing? Drop your chain below and I'll suggest a match. If this helped, tap like, subscribe, and ring the bell. More real-world hi-fi guides are coming. Thanks for watching. Now cue your favorite record and enjoy the music.